Hey, restaurant owners and operators, I want you to just stop. Just stop right now. Stop for a second. Stop pushing papers from one side of your desk to the other. Stop looking for the perfect loyalty program. Stop looking for the perfect inventory program. Just stop and focus on what matters the most. Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin here, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, founder of therestaurantboss.com, clickbacon.com, and scalemyrestaurant.com. That's right. Just stop. Just stop everything for a second. Watch this video with me for the next 4 or 5 minutes and just stop. Stop with the distractions. Stop with the constant research. Stop with the constant changing technology. Stop with always looking for someone else to solve your problems. Stop with trying to find the better POS system, the better solution. What you have right now is probably good enough. What you're probably not doing is focusing on the most important things, the things that matter the most in your business. It is so easy to lie to ourselves and not do the hard things, not do the things that make us uncomfortable, not do the difficult things. If you're in sales, it's easy to not pick up the phone and make the phone calls. If you're a real estate agent, it's easy to not sit at an open house. If you're a car salesman, it's easy to not follow up with the people that have visited you over the last week. If you're in the restaurant business, it's easy to not focus on your numbers. It's easy to not do the things that are important. It's easy to not train your staff better, to write better operations manuals, to take pictures of all of your food and make sure that everyone in your restaurant knows how to serve it properly, to take pictures of your food, to offer tests to your servers to make sure they know their food. It's easy to not do this stuff because the other stuff is so much fun. It's so easy, but it doesn't matter. Stop moving the papers from one side of your desk to the other. Stop trying to find the perfect loyalty program. If your business is not exactly where you want it to be right now, it's because you are not focusing on what matters the most. You are probably lying to yourself. You are staying busy. You are finding things to do to keep you busy, and you're probably sitting here yelling at me right now saying, Ryan, you don't understand. Mine is different. You don't understand my staff. You don't understand. There's always problems in the restaurant. There's always distractions. There's always things that keep me busy. Yeah, you're right. But the problem is the reason you're constantly distracted is because you haven't taken the time to put the system in place to properly train the people to make sure that they do things right. Instead, you threw them an apron and said, you're now trained. You gave them the magic apron, or you said, this person will train you. Or you're assuming that they know how to do a job that they don't know how to do, and then you're constantly distracted. You're constantly cleaning up their mistakes. So here's the thing. Focus on what matters the most. Here's what I want you to do for me right now. If you have to pause the video, pause it. If not, while I'm talking, I want you to write down what is the most important thing in your business. For most of you, it's going to be your staff. You're going to fight me on that. You're going to say no, but for most of you, it's going to be your staff. Because if you don't have the ability to hire and train the best staff on the planet, you're never going to be able to achieve your goals. You're never going to be able to grow because you're always going to be working in the business. For some of you, it might be food. For some of you, it might be marketing. I can't answer that for you. But what is the most important thing in your business? What is the one thing? The one thing, and I'm going to put a link in here so you can go back and watch my review of The One Thing, which is a great book. You should read it. But what is the one thing that if you focus on that, everything else solves itself? And are you spending 50% of your time working on that? If you are not spending 50% of your time working on the single most important thing in your restaurant, in your business, you are being distracted, or you are distracted by things that don't matter. Find out what that most important thing in your business. If you need help finding out what's most important in your business, let's hop on a phone call. Let's have a strategy session, or find a coach in your area. Find someone with outside perspective who can help you identify what is the most important thing in your business, because most of the time it's hidden. Most of the time it's not as obvious as you think. Most of you think it's going to be your food, but it's not. Some of you think it's going to be your marketing, but it's not. So what's the most important thing in your business? And once you identify that, are you spending 50% of your time working on that, mastering that? ignoring all the other distractions and getting to work. My name's Ryan Gromfin. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. I look forward to bringing you another great video just like this next week. I hope you enjoyed this week's training video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, would you go ahead and smash the like button right up there so you can get notified every week when we release a new free training video. I've also gone ahead and put a couple of videos for you here and here that I think you're going to enjoy. Remember, systems create freedom. Freedom creates value, and value creates scale. Manage systems, develop people, and be awesome.